Hey, what's up, everybody? So my name's Elliot, and this is another episode of Urban Sage Teachings 101. You know, it's April 8th, and you know what that means. It's Sage Day. You know, me and the homie, we put all these packages together, and it was only made possible by each one of you donating and contributing, and it's really amazing how all of us can come together to contribute to somebody else, and you know, that is the essence of Sage Day. It's just, you know, sacrificing a little bit of what you have so you can benefit somebody else. So I'm about to hit the street with the homie, and we're about to give out all these amazing packages. I figured I'd go over what's in them and, you know, let you know what you're contributing, because this isn't just me, this is all of us. And, you know, so I figured I'll show you what's up. So, you know, Sage Day, just so they know, right? So they know it's something special that's happening for them, right? And so, you know, I got a card. I hand wrote every card. And I have no idea what this one says, but I figured I'll read it to you. This is a good one. I think this is the first one I wrote. Hey, we both know we don't know each other well, personally. We may have differences, but those make us equally unique. However, we do know when we seek deeply that we are connected. I just wanted to remind you of that, just so you know it. This isn't much, but a string or a bridge, both join two parts back together. Let this join our hearts and our minds as one, so we are not alone. And then the card says, you're in my thoughts and in my heart at this difficult time. You know, I put this together far beyond when all this chaos and the pandemic of coronavirus was unfolding, and this type of behavior can't be just because of a situation or circumstance. You have to hold in your heart care, compassion, and altruism for somebody else, regardless of what's in your environment, because only then will these compassionate mindsets and acts of care really transcend the times and actually have an ability to make a level of change significant enough to impact generations to come. So this isn't just because of the circumstances. This is because this is what I really wholeheartedly believe. I believe that when you care for someone else so they can improve their life, you have the ability to change the world, right? So remember that. In these difficult times, you have the ability to change the world when you care for somebody else. And so, what else we got in here? What else we got in here is 6 pairs of brand new socks, a roll-up blanket with a handle, a snack, banana, and water. And hopefully on some level, whomever receives this will know for just the brief moment of when it's being given to them and when they're enjoying it, that someone's thinking about them. And I honestly don't know what else is more significant in the stream of life than allowing someone else to let them know that you're caring about them. So as you're quarantined, as you're moving about your day in this unfamiliar type of dynamic, keep in your mind that the joy of life is still made when you care for somebody else. That doesn't change. You still have feelings, you still have thoughts, you still have actions that dictate your life. And you have the ability to discern what type of life you want when you start to really think about your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And if you want your life to be the one that is actually making a difference during these type of situations that we're all going through, make those thoughts, feelings, and actions with the intention to help somebody else, right? Have the thoughts that help somebody else, have feelings that are associated with compassion, have actions that are associated with care, because then while we're going through these times of unfamiliarity, it really doesn't matter that much. It matters substantially less when you're caring for somebody else. Think about the hospital workers. Think about the custodians. Think about all these people who are only being capable of expressing their unique gifts and traits because of these circumstances, but more specifically because their essence is found on the foundation of caring for somebody else. And these situations that we're all going through is just an opportunity for you to embody that idea of caring for somebody else a little bit more, right? You can care for someone even more than you used to because of these times that we're all going through. And remember that these are not times that restrict us, but these are times of opportunity to show up in a way that perhaps we hadn't been showing up as before. So don't feel like you're confined. Don't feel like you're restricted. Stay safe, care for others, care for yourself. Because when you care for yourself, you have the ability to care for somebody else more substantially. Only because people who have contributed to this amazing day and this amazing small iota of care and compassion was made because they cared for themselves, right? They had the ability within themselves to say, I'm not afraid. I can let a little bit of my abundance go for someone else to be blessed and to flourish. So take care of yourself, please. But do it with the idea in mind that you're gonna do so you can help somebody else further down the line, right? Keep in mind that we all have the ability to change the world when we utilize ourselves to benefit the life of somebody else. And so I'm gonna end this video with this. This is something I was talking about the other day, and sometimes it feels like our acts of care and compassion go unseen and they go unnoticed, and it's almost like, why should I even bother? Because there's gonna come a time when today's gonna be done and I'm gonna be in my apartment going to sleep, and this moment will have passed. And I have to ask myself, why am I doing this right now then? I have to ask myself, what is of most significance? And I have to understand that the change that is possible is not one that is unfolding right now. There is opportunity in people and events and moments that have yet to happen, but can only happen if you do your part in this moment right now. So if you feel like your acts of care and compassion and altruism and just trying to serve somebody else aren't being seen, know within your heart, within your mind, within your soul, that just because they are not being seen doesn't mean that they're not being unnoticed. So care for somebody else without anybody noticing it, without anybody seeing you. And know that in your heart that what you implement into your environment, into your world, into the lives around you allows something greater to unfold only because you cared for somebody else. Only because. You look throughout history and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Winston Churchill, they had no idea what the repercussions of their actions were gonna be. But that didn't matter. They showed up in the moment right now that they were in. You can show up in the moment right now that you're in. And you can care for somebody else, you can provide to somebody else, you can live in a way that is aligned with your values, with your beliefs, your understandings of what is important right now. And the product of that is irrelevant, but know that the product of that is going to come regardless. The product of your cares, compassions, and behaviors rooted in the thought of somebody else is still gonna unfold, even if you don't see it. So care for someone. Think positive thoughts of someone. Help others, help yourself, especially in this time right now. Because it is in these times of turmoil that the opportunities to care for others is more abundant. There is more opportunity to care for others, more than there ever has been in this moment right now. So I urge you to go out and help somebody else, because it is in these moments that define our future. It is in these moments that will be written as history. So ask yourself, what do you want your history to be? What future do you want to make? And I really hope it's one that is of care and compassion and love and altruism, because then we can change the world. So I got some stuff I got to give out. I got some lives to change. I got some feel goods to provide to someone else. And you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. You know, it's been a lot of work from me, from others, from you, and I'm just in so much gratitude for it all. So thank you so much, and yeah, please share this so other people can have a similar experience that you've had. Subscribe so you get updates about other videos that can influence who you are. Please give other people the opportunity to have an experience similar to the one that you're having right now. We can change the world together. So my name's Elliot. This has been another episode of Urban Sage Teachings, and peace.